In the previous video, we learned how to write Nernst equation for a given cell reaction. Now, what is the significance of Nernst equation? With the help of Nernst equation, we can calculate EMF or the electromotive force or the potential of a cell. Okay. Now, we'll discuss the next application of Nernst equation, and the next application of Nernst equation is calculation of equilibrium constant from Nernst equation. Now, what is the meaning of equilibrium? Okay, equilibrium means when the reaction proceeds both in forward and backward direction, and a stage comes where the forward reaction becomes equal to backward reaction, like this. Okay, suppose this is a chemical reaction, this is a reversible reaction, this is forward, this is backward, and when the equilibrium comes, okay, the rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of backward reaction, and equilibrium, the physical changes become constant. For example, the concentration will not increase or decrease, the temperature will not increase or decrease, like this. Okay, now how to calculate the value of equilibrium constant from Nernst equation? Let's see. So what we'll do, we'll take the example of the same cell, that is zinc copper cell. Now you know this is the reaction taking place in the zinc copper cell, and suppose the cell is in equilibrium. Okay, the cell is in equilibrium means Zn is changing to Zn2 plus, and simultaneously the Zn2 plus will change to Zn, like this. And whenever the cell comes in equilibrium condition, the EMF of cell or E cell becomes 0. Means your voltmeter will give a 0 reading. It means the cell will not work. The cell is not working. So whenever equilibrium comes in a galvanic cell or electrochemical cell, the EMF becomes 0. The cell stops working. Okay. So now what we'll do? First of all, we'll write the Nernst equation for this reaction. So this is my cell reaction. Okay, now write Nernst equation for this. So Nernst equation is this. We have learned how to write the Nernst equation. Upon N log concentration of Zn2 plus into concentration of copper upon concentration of Zn into concentration of Cu2 plus. Okay. Now E cell is 0. So I will write 0 here, is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 upon N log. Now for this we can write Kc. If you remember last year in equilibrium chapter, we have learned how to write Kc for a reversible reaction. Kc is the same. It is the ratio of product of concentration of products upon reactants. Okay, so I can simplify it. So the reaction is now log of Kc. It means the equilibrium constant is always related to E naught cell. The equilibrium constant is not at all related to E cell, because at equilibrium the EMF of cell is 0, means the cell is not producing any current. Okay, so we can get numerical based on this relation. Now the third application is electrochemical cell and Gibbs free energy of the reaction. Okay, with the help of electrochemical cell, we can also calculate the Gibbs energy for the reaction. Now first of all, we'll discuss what is the meaning of Gibbs energy. Now what is our electrochemical cell doing? The electrochemical cell is converting the chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, this conversion is done. Chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Therefore, your electrochemical cell is doing work by transferring the electrical energy through the electrical circuit. Okay, it means some sort of work is done by the electrochemical cell. Okay, and this work which is done by the electrochemical cell is calculated in terms of delta G. and this delta G is your Gibbs free energy. So basically delta G is the maximum useful work which we can obtain from the system. Okay. So we can calculate maximum work done which is done by the electrochemical cell, and according to thermodynamic conventions, the work done by the system is taken as negative. So here is negative of delta G. Now how to find out this delta G? So this delta G is calculated as N is the number of electrons flowing through the circuit, F is the same, your Faraday constant, okay, that is 96,500 coulombs, and E naught cell you know. So by this we can calculate delta G, and since here delta G is negative, so I will put here minus sign. Okay, so I am removing this from here. So delta G is minus NF E naught cell. So this is how we can calculate the Gibbs free energy of the reaction or maximum work which can be obtained from the system. Now let's solve the numerical problems based on the Nernst equation. The first question is, calculate the EMF of following cell at 25 degrees Celsius. So cell representation is given to us, okay, and the reduction potentials are given to us. And from the cell representation itself, it is clear that nickel is anode and copper is cathode. Okay, and what to do now? So first of all, write the cell reaction. So from this representation itself, we will write the cell reaction. Ni. Ni2 plus is coming after, so I will write here. Now copper 2 plus is changing to copper. So this is basically the cell reaction. Okay. Now write the Nernst equation for this cell reaction. So it is minus log into concentration of copper, concentration of Ni into concentration of Cu2 plus. So E cell we have to calculate. Now what is E naught cell? That will solve. So E naught cell is always E naught right minus E naught left. So what is E naught right? Right is copper. So copper is 0.34 minus 0.22. So this E naught cell will be 0.56 volts. So put here. Now concentrations are given to you. What is the concentration of Ni2 plus? 0.01. Now this will be 1. Concentration of copper and concentration of nickel will be 1 divided by what is the concentration of Cu2 plus? It is 0.1. So let's solve it further now. So now we'll solve it. Minus. Now 0.059 upon 2 is 0.0295 into log. Now solve this. It will be 10 to the power minus 1. So it is 0.56 minus 0.0295. Now log 10 to the power minus 1 is minus 1 log 10. Okay, and log 10 is 1. So it is 0.56 minus will get plus 0.0295. So what answer we are getting? So the answer is 0.5895 volts or 0.59 volts. So this is the EMF of cell. Now the second question is, calculate the EMF of cell at 25 degrees Celsius, and cell representation is given to you, Fe/Fe2 plus. Solve it. Now here the second electrode is hydrogen electrode. It means hydrogen is acting as a cathode here. Okay, and standard reduction potential for iron is given, that is anode, and for hydrogen we know it is 0. Okay, so first of all we'll write the cell reaction. So Fe, Fe2 plus, now H plus, H2. So here I will write 2 to balance. Now write the Nernst equation. Concentration of Fe2 plus. Okay, now here hydrogen is gas, so here pressure of hydrogen is written instead of concentration, okay, in the Nernst equation. Then H plus 2 into Fe. Now E naught cell we have to find out, so I will calculate E naught cell here. So E naught cell is E naught right minus E naught left. Right side it is 0 minus 0.44. So it is plus 0.44. 2. Charge is 2 here, okay. Now what is the concentration of Fe2 plus? 0.001. What is the pressure of hydrogen? 1. What is the concentration of H plus? 1 square, okay. And what is the concentration of pure iron? Pure iron we know it is 1. So now we'll solve it. Log 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, and what is log 10 to the power minus 3? It is minus 3 log 10. Okay, so and log 10 is 1. So minus minus will get plus. So what is the final answer? The final answer of this will be 0.5285 volt. Okay. Now the next type of question which can be asked from the Nernst equation is like this. A copper silver cell is set up. Okay, means I have taken 2 rods, copper and silver. The concentration of copper ion is 0.1 volt m. Sorry. Okay, so concentration of copper ion is given to us. The cell potential is 0.422 volt. That is EMF is given to us. What is the concentration of silver ions? Okay, such type of questions also come. In that we have to calculate the concentration of any electrolyte, and standard potentials are given to us. So what we'll do in this question, the cell representation is not given to us. Okay, so we have to write the cell reaction. Now first of all we have to choose what is anode and what is cathode. The reduction potential is more here, so it is my cathode and it will be my anode. Okay, now I can write the reactions. So what will be the oxidation reaction? Cu changes to Cu2 plus 2 electron. This is oxidation half reaction. And what will be the reduction half reaction? Ag plus 1 electron gives Ag. So 2, 2 and 2. This is reduction half reaction. Now I will add the 2. So it is Cu plus 2 Ag plus gives Cu2 plus 2 Ag. So this is the final cell reaction which we have derived. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll write the Nernst equation. E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 upon number of electrons log. Now concentration of Cu2 plus into Ag2 upon concentration of Cu into Ag plus की power 2. Now we will substitute the values. So EMF of cell is 0.422. It is given to us. Now E naught cell will calculate, that is right minus left. So E naught cell is now E naught right minus E naught left. It is 0.8 minus 0.34, that is 0.46. So it is 0.46 minus 0.059. Again the number of electrons will be 2 here because the charge is 2 log. Now the concentration of copper ion is 0.1. So this will be cancelled. And we have to calculate the concentration of silver ion. So let it be x. So it will be x square. Now 0.422 minus 0.46 is equal to minus 0.059 upon 2 log 0.1 upon x square. We'll solve it like this. So 0.422 is equal to 0.46 minus 0.059 upon 2 log 0.1 upon x square. Now let's solve it. 0.1 upon x square. Now we'll solve it. So minus 0.038 is equal to minus 0.059 upon 2 log 0.1 upon x square. Minus sign will remove from both the sides. So it is 0.038 into 2 upon 0.059 is equal to log 0.1 upon x square. Now we'll take antilog of this. So it is 0.1 upon x square is equal to antilog of this value. Okay, and this value is 1.2881. So if we solve it, it will be 1.2881. Now its antilog is 19.52. So 0.1 upon x square is this. Okay, so x square is equal to 0.1 upon 19.52. Okay, and finally we'll calculate x from here by taking the square root of this number. So it is 0.0717 m. Because it is in concentration, so concentration is 0.071 m. So this is how we solve the questions based on this. Calculate the equilibrium constant for the reaction Cu plus 2Ag plus gives Cu2 plus 2Ag, and for this cell reaction the E0 cell is 0.46 volt. So how to solve this question? First of all, we'll write the formula. The formula is E0 cell is equal to 0.059 upon n log of Kc. Now this is given to us 0.46. 0.059. Now what is the charge? It is 2 here, log of Kc. So again we have to find out Kc. So log of Kc is equal to 0.46 into 2 upon 0.059. Okay, we'll solve this value and this value will be 15.59. So definitely Kc will be antilog of this number. Okay, and we'll find this value by looking at the antilog table. So it will be 3.92 into 10 to the power 15. Now the Kc value is very large. Okay, and if the Kc value is large, the reaction proceeds more in the forward direction, because if Kc is more, definitely products are more. So this is the significance of Kc, that if Kc is more, the reaction proceeds more in the forward direction. If Kc is less, the 10 to the power is in negative, then the reaction proceeds more in the backward direction. Now the next question is calculate delta Gr0 for the reaction, that is Gibbs free energy we have to calculate, and E0 cell is given to us. So this is a direct formula based question. So we'll write the formula delta Gr0 is equal to minus NF E0 cell. Now what is N here? Now look at the charges. It is 2. Faraday constant we know it is 96,500 coulombs, and E0 cell is 2.71 volts. So simply we'll multiply this number and the answer will be minus 523,030. But the main problem is it is in coulombs, it is in volt. So it is coulomb volt per mole. Okay. And we know what is the unit of energy, it is joules. But the conversion factor is 1 coulomb volt is equal to 1 joule. This is the conversion factor. So I will write minus 523,030 joules per mole. This is the answer of Gibbs free energy of the reaction. And since delta G is negative, it means the reaction is spontaneous, the cell reaction is feasible, the cell is working. This is the significance of Gibbs energy.